Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we finished up with the Numo, got the scepter that we need as one of the components of the key to access the castle, and we headed over to Wolkdorf here to speak with the Amuro, who are in possession of the shoes, which is the final component of the key needed to gain access to the castle so that we can fight the Light Warden, Titania. So, as it turns out, that the Amuro in the distant past were gifted with intelligence and speech by a mage in order to better serve their masters, but over time that gift was eventually lost. But from time to time, something happens and it causes an Amuro to reawaken to this ability to full sentient intelligence and speech, and oftentimes they typically make their way over here to this community to kind of live out their lives. And we met the largest and oldest Amuro here, Seto, who is in possession of the shoes. Unfortunately, Seto is unconvinced of our ability to do what we want to do, and he basically wanted to prevent us from hurting ourselves. So we had to prove that we were capable of fighting some some Sin Eaters. And, while he was thinking on that and trying to come to a decision there, sent us off on a fetch quest to go find this medallion that he had once had. We found it and returned it and found out that the medallion was actually given to him by Ardbert, our friend, the Warrior of Darkness, whose spirit has been following us around ever since we got here. And Seto kind of reminisced about the time that him and Ardbert used to be together out adventuring when Ardbert was this world's Warrior of Light and all of that. And it was a really kind of nice, touching moment, especially with Ardbert kind of overhearing all of that and finally, knowing about how Seto felt about that whole time in his life. So that was nice. But, with all of that, we got word that the Yulmorn army is on the way. Ranjit is with them. Ranjit appears to be immune to the Pixies' tricks. So he is going to kind of throw a monkey wrench into this whole process if we don't take care of the Light Warden fast. So we headed on over to the castle, unlocked the door, and we are ready to head on in and fight Titania. So that is where we are at. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. I did have an invitation out to anybody else who wanted to join, but I didn't really get any response on that. So we'll just go ahead and pick up whatever randos are in the queue and go ahead and do this. The only question is going to be whether I'm going to be off or main tank, but we shall see. Again, excuse me. Alright, let's go ahead and queue in. The Dancing Plague. Join. Now, I don't remember the details, but the Dancing Plague was an actual thing. And I'm not really sure what happened. I forget. It was hundreds of years ago in Denmark, I think, where a whole bunch of people just started compulsively dancing. To the point where some collapsed of actual exhaustion, and they don't think they have any idea of exactly what caused it. I don't remember the details. I just remember hearing about it once, or twice. I'd have to go and look it back up again. Alright, well, we've got both tanks. We have an average wait time of 22 minutes. Well, what I'll go ahead and do is what I usually do. I'll go ahead and pause the recording, and then once it pops and we are ready to go, I will be back. So just a second. All right, we are ready to go. Let's commence. Who goes there? Are you the ones who broke the seal? Yes, we are. So much time lost, so much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it. We must, beginning by playing with you. The music for this encounter is absolutely great.
Come and play! For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
I guess I will make tank. I've never actually tanked this fight before, so I'll figure it out as I go. I mean, at least I know the general mechanics of the fight, so it shouldn't be that hard. Ow. Okay. So, need to make sure that at least one person stands in each of these.
When you play with fire.
Okay, so they gather up, gather up. Okay, flip her back around so she doesn't kill the rest of the group. She, it, whatever.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in blood.
The alt tank did not turn off tanking stance. Alright, well, then I will turn off my tanking stance then and let them tank. Oh yeah, you gotta make sure you get in between the bits there. You do not want to get caught in that. Looks like a couple of people did. 3 people. And they're probably gonna die. Well, no, actually they didn't. Now, well, they are gonna spawn some ads. Okay, hold on. Down to that. Okay. Alright, here come ads. Push back to tanking stance. Come on, over here. Over here. Now she goes all Rita Repulsa.
Bigger's better.
I believe these are untankable at this point. Gonna get knocked back. I think we're probably done. Both our healers are down. And I'm the only one left alive.
Come and play. For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
Alright, we'll just try this again. Oh, did she turn around on me?
When you play with fire.
I forgot to turn off my tank stance. So, that one was my fault.
Come and play. For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
Unless this guy is not going to main tank. Alright, I'm just going to have to try and steal threat then. I don't know if I can because this person is a higher level than me. Now he's got it turned correctly. Okay.
When you play with fire.
Alright, here comes the gather up. You want to make sure that you stand in one of the puddles during that gather up, because that also reduces the fire damage and the attack is a fire attack. So.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in boys.
Oh boy, here we go. 2 people, 3 people got caught. So, alright, we're going to want to stand here, wait for the center to hit, and then move to the center, and then move to where it went away, and then spread that out, and then get back into the center. Okay, here comes that phase. Get in there. Alright, there goes Peace Blossom. Alright, and Puck is next.
Grow, my lovelies, grow! Bigger is better.
Here we go. I don't know if these need to be tanked or not, so I am going to act like they do. Oop, that's a knockback. Gotta get them all 3 of them down before she hits 100 power down here. Someone just LB3'd, that's probably a good idea. Alright, that's all 3 of them down with 85. So we survived that one. Alright, let's disable my grit, because I am not the main tank.
This is so much fun! Let's see some more.
Spread it out, spread it out. Oh, but we need to actually stand in this too. Good. This is when all the abilities start overlapping. There we go. Gather up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we're good here. get 2 of those. Let's see. That way. Right, then back toward the center. And then towards where it just was, in case she doesn't know AoE. Alright. I'm keep gnawing her she because I just do. Salted earth, drop that in there.
That hurt.
Alright, she's almost down. We just don't want to overlap them, but we gotta stay in that puddle. There we go.
We can play no more. Is there anybody still here to provide accommodation for? Yes? Okay. Alright, well, let's head on out and watch the cutscene.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden. That is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead. Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmek, Okbra. Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to your maw. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky!
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Axla Orwain! Axla Orwain! What's happening?
water? That wasn't there before. Ah!
Orwai Kansasi, Orwai Kinsi.
Help me!
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it! General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat!
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Feaul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength, in return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
Alright. Well, it'll be sad to lose you.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
Alright, so, new king. Yulmore and army dispatched. Good to go. Alright. So, Eorzea, what's next? Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me none the less. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey folk put the Yule Morns to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. But what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. Alright, there we go. And now I can fly in Ilmeg, because I took care of everything else. Alright. Thancred. Alright, I knew you could do it, not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. The Warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going, together, needless to say, to the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmore's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for us all when I say that I had a belly full of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Did that open up even more side quests here? It appears to have done so. I'm not worried about it, though. Alright, so we now need to return to the Crystarium. But what I'll probably do is just go ahead and end this episode here. It took a long time for that, that queue to pop, so I'll go ahead and stop here for now. And then we will continue on back in the Crystarium when we come back for next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.